It's Transformers96 here with another video. I'm going to be talking about a new shown Hot Toys figure, and this time it's Deadshot. So, Hot Toys last night showed a ton of new figures, 3 of them being Suicide Squad. I'm definitely going to make a video on all 3 of those, and first I'm going to start out with Deadshot. So overall, looks like a great figure. First time we saw it was at Comic-Con 2016, and now we have the official images of it, and it will be going on pre-order probably today, or what day is it? It's Friday, so possibly... No, it's not. Sorry, I'm so confused. Sorry, so yeah, it'll definitely be going on pre-order today. If not, though, it will be tomorrow. Yeah, so let's get talking about it. Overall, looking quite nice, I have to say. I think that some of these poses are demonstrating that even though it's a skin-tight suit, it should not hinder articulation, which is great. Obviously, there's skin-tight suits that Hot Toys does that really hinders articulation, and then there's some that really doesn't at all, and, just seems to have no effect on it. An example of that would be like Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren has skin-tight armings, doesn't hinder his articulation in the slightest, which is great. But then there's the Stormtroopers that also have skin-tight, but they're extremely hindered, and that's because they've gone with a rubber instead of a lighter cloth material that's more flexible. And obviously, as you can see, they've gone with the cloth material. Seems to be very flexible and not hindering articulation in the slightest, which is awesome. And that's definitely going to be very helpful, considering he comes with a gun that's meant to be held with 2 hands, as well as, if you want to put him up where his gauntlets are shooting, that's definitely going to be necessary as well. Overall, looking really nice, and he does come with a nice assortment of weapons, which is very cool. And as you can see, all over his body, he does have ammo packs. You will be able to remove those as well if you want to make it like he's reloading, but it is kind of neat that they are removable. As you can see, you get 8 ammo packs, which is very cool. Definitely like that a lot. You get a knife. You get this, which is his eye patch, basically. I'm trying to think. I don't know if we ever have seen him in the trailer. Now, the most recent trailers and stuff I haven't watched because I don't want, I want to go into the movie relatively fresh. However, the first 3 trailers that came out, I don't think we ever saw him just without his mask on with the eye patch on. So that is pretty neat that he will be able to do that, apparently, which is cool. And he's obviously going to come with an extra head with his mask, which I think is great. And, recently Hot Toys has been doing this where they just give us the masked head and they don't give us the head sculpt of the character, which has been very disappointing and frustrating with Kylo Ren and Black Panther. So there was a bit of worry for me that they wouldn't do the Will Smith head. However, I figured since it's Will Smith, there is a better chance that we will get his head sculpt. So it does seem to be that that's the case, and we are getting a Will Smith head sculpt. And that head sculpt is looking spot on. Very impressed with that. When I first saw the preview image of him, where it just showed him from like his mouth down, it looked like his jaw went down at a very strange angle, and it looked like the head sculpt wasn't going to be too great. But obviously, seeing the full review of the head, that was definitely not the case, and he turned out to be looking really nice. So I'm very happy about that, and it just looks great. He comes with a standard amount of hands, of course, and then a knife. I don't know who's going to pose him with a knife when, Deadshot is all about the guns, but, whatever. And one thing I do love, and I'm very happy about, is the fact that these figures come with that backdrop, that back card that was shown at Comic-Con. I was really hoping that wasn't just a display, and that would be something that would be included with this set, and it does seem to appear to be, which is excellent. Really happy about this card, and I think it's just going to elevate the displays even more, especially since Suicide Squad has made such a big effort with their stylized, backdrops and posters and things like that, with a very graffiti type of style and everything. So it is nice that that's represented in the Hot Toy as well, which is very cool. So overall, this is looking like an excellent figure. All of the figures that they did show come with exclusive items. So his exclusive item is going to be the little mouth plate and the handcuffs, very similar to the exclusive items for Loki. Or those weren't exclusive for that, but very similar to Loki's items. That's pretty neat. Again, those are things I haven't seen from the trailers. I haven't seen him wear handcuffs or the mouth plate, but I think that could be cool. It depends how much he wears in the movie and just kind of how cool he looks with them on. Nobody's going to display him with that, though, but as exclusive items, sometimes exclusive items don't need to be necessary. That's why they're exclusives. One thing that's kind of strange is they do just say special edition bonuses. They don't say necessarily exclusive, so I'm not quite sure how exclusive those are going to be, because you have exclusives like it's actually been a long time since they did an exclusive, but there's an exclusive like a Batman who comes with his exclusive sniper, and then there's exclusives like Scarlet Witch, who apparently the Ultron Heart was for special edition markets, and that didn't turn out to be exclusive at all. So I'm not quite sure if this is going to be a legitimate exclusive. When this goes on pre-order, we will know, because Sideshow will either do 2 listings for it, one an exclusive listing and then one a regular listing, or if they just do 1 listing of it, then it won't be exclusives. However, I do think that this will be an exclusive bonus set, but I'm not sure. Overall, though, looking really nice. I think it looks like a really solid figure. From these preview images, it looks like the articulation is good, head sculpt looks great, and I always love it when a figure comes with 2 heads, and that just helps keep the figure fresh. I think that both of them are quite cool. I would imagine I'll display him with the Will Smith head. However, maybe when I get in person or after seeing the movie, I'll change my mind on that. I'm not sure, but overall, looking like an excellent set. I'm very excited for this, and I really do hope that they do more of the squad. Hopefully they do Killer Croc, Captain Boomerang, El Diablo, Katana, and I would personally love Enchantress, even though I believe her to be the villain of the film and not another member. But we'll have to see. If they don't do any more characters than the ones that they've already shown, I think that Will Smith is kind of like the odd man out, because Harley Quinn and Joker, they just kind of go together and they're kind of in like a separate group, and then you just have Deadshot, Obviously, if you had the full team, Deadshot would be a completely necessary character. However, without the full team, it's kind of like, well, you've got all your Joker-ish and Harley Quinn figures, and then you have Deadshot, So we'll have to see, though, because to be honest, I don't know where I'm going to display this guy, because I want to display Harley and Joker together, but I don't want, the third wheel to be in there as well. So I'm not quite sure what's going to happen with this Deadshot figure, or where I'm going to put him at least, but nonetheless, I'm definitely going to get him. Very excited for this figure. I would guess that his price is going to be $235. That's my guess. Considering he comes with 2 heads and a fair amount of accessories. So, but we'll have to see. At the time of filming this, he's not on pre-order yet. So there you go. That's my review of the Hot Toys Deadshot figure. Please let me know what you guys think of this figure, and thanks so much for watching.